Federico, hi, are you there? Oh, my dear, Federico Diaz Alberti. Yeah, hi, so nice. How are you? Is it Seth Riggs? Oh, so I'm so sorry that a lot of birds here in the safari from Latin America, and it's Andres Martorell, the Polish girl, some Latinaje, that Polonies, the Uruguay, the workshop is speech level singing 213. Oh my dear, I'm so sorry about Raquel Black, Rachel Nigra has Latin in his body, in his blood, my dear. Oh, but he's so fucking egoic. I don't know why, Paola. I don't know why. I'm so I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just putting in order my room. Just about 11 or 12 times per day, because here I'm poor, and Rachel Black and Paola Costa, they invite me, but I pay set for a workshop about a year ago in Montevideo, and so risk. Yeah, they stole us, and they stole Rachel Black and Paola Costa, but I gave her, because he's from Villa Celina, I gave her a very opportunity here in the capital, in La Dama de Bogini, but she was very, really very worried about that in August, but in October, she forgot to invite me to her job that he was telling me about in April when I came back to Argentina to record my album 21, that she was planning to do like a show in La Dama de Bogini Capital, but she never been here, you know. But Rachel Black, yeah, she went to London with Rachel. Of course, they have a lot of contacts there. Yeah, I don't know why Andres Martorell is so egoic. Oh, you know, said my dear, the mix about the tango, about that contract of Andres, not in the version of a teacher that he's so fucking expensive here in Latin America, in Buenos Aires, in Jujuy. I take a class too, but yeah, he didn't. No, I didn't pay because I don't have a computer, you know. And in the only Silvia Meuli can hear in his method, and Marita. They receive the pay, but they can hear my sounds like 4, 5 octaves with a cellular, with a phone. Yeah, they have very ear, you know, I have absolute ear, and also I ask in December or about January in this year, I ask a favor, just a little favor to Paola, if she can please show to Rachel Black my like homenaje, like a gift for Bob Stoloff, because I paid an online course in a French school in online where, for example, some Cordobese like Camille Bertoltuto and the Cordoba Reunion like Menino Garay from Argentina, they are giving classes, and I pay for that. Also, I pay for that too. So I don't know why, you know, they are. I will show you my birds. Microtone, but yeah, you understand, it's a cappella. You know, my dear, I don't know why they are so narcissistic here with the speech level singing. Also, Grace Cosetti, Graciela Cosetti, yeah, I pay her to teach me the speech level experience of Graciela Cosetti. She's the popular jazz voice, a very, very privileged cantante, singer from Argentina, that she is also the coach of Luis Alberto Spinetta, the rocker, the star, the really star from the popular music here in Buenos Aires. Muchachos de papel, ¿dónde vas? Que hasta el alba. Like this, for example, but he was a singer in Spanish and in English. Yeah, he was so good composition, but the music popular. But we have a lot really alive people here with a very nice composition. Myself, but also more popular compositors. But it's not important for Federico Diaz Alberdi, and it's not important for Andres Martorell, it's not important for Rachel Black, and it's not important for Paola Acosta and the vocal training movement, because they are not composers, my dear. Is it Stevie Wonder composer? Do you know about the address of Bobby McFerry? Because he can do what he does, but I'm a girl. I'm just a girl, you know. Here came Lady Gaga, Madonna, and Shakira to Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, I've been there, but I don't have possibilities. I've never been to the States. I had a ticket for 10 years ago, but I had to cancel because I had a lot of very, very stupid problems with the rent. So I couldn't go to New York for my 40th birthday, and I spent my 40th birthday in a balcony, like it's like a balcony, a terrace, but it was 216. This is from 213, and Federico Diaz Alverdi coached me for this recording. But well, the mix, and I was really new because this is my second album producer. I started singing about composition when I was a kid. I'm a dancer, I'm a sport, I'm a psychologist, neuroscientist, and a composer also, but I don't have places here in Buenos Aires. They are not interested in my singing, because I know, for example, oh, I'm so sorry, I mistake the key. Oh, it's but it's not my key, I'm so sorry. But it is Frego, and it is another Shoro. I know a lot of, if I can, my chérie amour, distance as the Milky Way. I can sing it like, don't know why you didn't come. Here's a bird in Latin America that is called pavo real. But it's, no, the crazy. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm the same person. I don't know why Federico Diaz Alberdi, or the speech level singer, or the branches, the vocal training in Europe, the vocal camp, that they came from Montevideo, Uruguay. I've been there in the speech level singing workshop. Especially, I paid for that to Andres Martorell. That is when I met speech level singing, and he married with a Polish girl, and they have their own movement, very narcissistic movement with Rachel Black, and they don't give me possibilities, stages, and studios, really safe studios. Andres recommend me Paola Acosta from Argentina and Spain, but she lives in a very insecure zone here in the province of Buenos Aires. I've been there a lot of times, but it's really insecure to go there alone, and I don't have anymore a husband and the possibility to go by car. So I can go there, and Andres is $50, only 15 minutes, because the other 15, I can do my own class. And I tell you, said I took 16 years of classes, and when I stopped taking classes for a month, I found what you call in your approach the balance of my voice. So I'm that it was only my búsqueda, yeah. I only search for my emission problem, more balance, more because I have more than four octavas, eight, like a lot of sounds to make a balance. It's not the same Billie Holiday or Ella Fitzgerald, you need another balance. It's different, it's a different instrument. You have a lot of different sounds, and nobody can accept that here in Buenos Aires. No master teachers, also in the States, or, well, in Montevideo. So it's a really pity because um, I lose a lot of money taking classes, but producing, but also not having, a really important stage. Nobody called me to sing. No, from I started taking classes in 208. Then I made my first, my first disco. Maybe I have one to show you here. This is the second one that I use. It's more expensive. The carton. This is the other is plastic. This is only 10, 10 difusiones. I've never no cobré nunca. I never you know so this is very, for me, it's a very estafa. How do you call that in Estados Unidos, when someone steal you, rob you, your place, your festivals, like international festivals. And well, here I met in Buenos Aires to I met twice Herbie Hancock and James Dinas, and nobody gives me the possibility to sing with in a really, I mean, in no, not big, nor, I'm so sorry in my English, but I'm thinking in Spanish because I don't practice my English. I've never been in the state. I study British English. I sung tango in Londres. That is only my one possibility in my life, a really tiny theater in London, and singing tango. Here in Buenos Aires, nobody wants me to sing, nor as an invited, nor as a concert. Nobody called me. And it's 16 years. And the people from the recording studios, they are really treat me so bad. They say they don't know me, and they don't know about my music, and they don't want to know. I have 5 or 6 productions stopped, and they say that I lose focus, but I can't follow because they don't habilitar, they don't they don't, how do you say follow, no, it's the other, they don't allow me to finish my productions, because I'm a psychology that with my patients in the mind, I produce my songs, my CDs, and I pay for that, and I pay every studio and every musician. But there's a lot of big producers, and they pay them perhaps more. I don't know, because I have offered a lot of money sometimes, and they don't want to play with me. They don't want to record me. And why is that said? What do you think about that? I really want to know. I will send this to Fabiana Bilder and to that it's the fonodióloga, the fonodióloga that she recommend me with Horacio Molina, that he is dead, a very known music and artist from Argentina, a master of mine, and they recommend me speech level singing. But here in Buenos Aires or in Montevideo, the people from speech level singing, also Grace Coseri, that they use your name, your brand, and the vocal training movement that it's from Andres Martorell, that he was first with Rachel Black in your movement in Latin America, and then he went to Spain. I'm Spanish too. I have Spanish there. And then he went to Ireland, and then he went to Poland, and then he came here to Uruguay. Why they can't give me some opportunity, and I have to pay $50? That it's really more that my 1 hour of work, and Andres, it's 30 minutes by watch, and without patience and without coaching. after that 30 minutes online. For me, it's really very hard to understand why a master of the voice is like that, and her disciples, her, you know, her master from Paola Costa, Rachel Black. Rachel was really sensitive about my compositions, but she didn't cooperate. And I asked for help a lot of times, and I gave her a lot of help, of contacts, of flyers, of places here in Buenos Aires, in Capital, that it's more expensive and very hard to enter. And it's not the province where Paola Acosta lives. And I gave a lot of opportunities for them to really make a difference, and to produce, of course, and to earn money with me. I don't care about the money exactly, but I need an opportunity. If I have to go to Europe or to somewhere, or here, I want to have my new voice, 16 years to balance my voice. And I balance it on April 225. When I finish my really expectation as a student, nobody wants to allow me to record in a huge or in a very tiny studio in Buenos Aires, in Spain, in I don't have a problem to go to Japan or to the States. I call the Blue Note Records. I've never been in the States, I don't have a manager, but I don't have the problem to pay my tickets, and to play and to pay my hotel, and to pay the studio, as always I have done. Why nobody wants to not to coach, just to hello Sol, do you need to, okay, it's 5 per hour, or it's 10 per hour, and it's from here and here, and I go, and then I hear the mix, and that's it, and I have a production of, finally, after 16 years of searching for my really voice balance, that it was the only, because I have absolute ear, very very good rhythmics. I don't need coach intuition. I can do some really out of the line learning with my intelligence in the jazz, in the folklore, in very rhythms, very complicated. Why nobody wants to, here we say give a hand, to give help. That it's give help, in my case, is just to say, okay, Soul, I am a pianist. I'm your pianist from 2 or 12 years, but I can't do it now. But go with that. Why nobody in Buenos Aires can do that? And it's more than a year that I'm really asking for pianists in New York, in Berkeley. I've never been to the States, in London, or London, that I've been there. Nobody wants to answer me, wants to say me, okay, you have a studio here in London, come. It's very confiance, very trustful, confiance. You know, I don't need really more than seriedad included. I have there, to me in my studio to record me also, but it's here is a building that it's on construction 2 years and 2 years more. So it's impossible to record here with the sound, and the sound of voices, and the sound. Why in Buenos Aires, in Argentina, England, Spain, there's a lot of, I've been there after pandemia, 4 times to Spain. Why Andres only give me one time in a specific place, in a specific and very expensive to record in 3 days. It's so stressful for me, and that was the huge opportunity for me. I had to go. Tenía que ir. To Malaga on 225. Then I had to go 3 days, especially in a hotel. I have to pay the hotel, pay the coaching of Andres, and pay the studio, and then pay the mix for 21 songs of myself, and for 15 songs that are one of myself and one of other really important compositores of Buenos Aires, of Argentina. Why? why I'm not helping, I mean, with cooperation, basic cooperation of a teacher or of a colleague, a music, a composition, a singer, why they cannot give a recommendation, an alternative recommendation, just to give me a real option of record finally, because they knew all my story, all because they are masters of mine, they've been masters of mine. Also, they gave me classes, I pay for that. The money they told me here in Buenos Aires, the singers and the composers and the music don't pay when they go to the studios. The singers, the girl singers, don't pay. They are not used to pay, and they don't have managers. Why? They are so cruel with me, because, for example, the person I worked for two 12 years, 12 years, the pianist. Why he is feeling bad in the perfect time when I have my voice balance? Why they ghosting me? Why? 12 years I pay for him and his family. I went three metro, bus, and taxi. I used to reach the province, almost the province, very dangerous place too, Floresta. Why they abandoned me? They knew all my suffer with a lot of masters of the voice. They told me that, for example, a master told me that when she hear my compositions of these, because my voice was not balanced, of course, 213, but my compositions, she feels suicide. She feels she wanted to commit suicide with my voice. For example, that was a feedback of a very renewed, with books, with CDs, very renewed coach from Buenos Aires, from Boedo. From it's I went there for 2 years to take classes. Before I returned Martorell. Why Sylvia Meuli, for example, that she has a lot of a method and a lot of why she couldn't cooperate last year when I asked for help, not one, two or twice. Why? Well said. I'm so sorry about your technique. I love your technique. For me, it was so self-demanding, perhaps because of my emission problems. The teachers must really administrate very subtle, and not with the audios, but it's very uncommon, the problems I had, because I had perfect my mind, my intuition mind, my musical mind was perfect, but was also the balance of the emission, and that it's a functional problem, and it's not only the the main the main sector of the voice, like the larynx. I don't know the really, because I studied rabbine also, with some rabbine. Oh my gosh, like religion, here it's really I'm really, I studied in Buenos Aires University, and I can't stand the singers that became marketers of the music, and they make girls, a lot of girls with good emission, with perfect emission, but very bad musical mind, and they are won't be more than, there's a lot of voices nice, because there's a lot of girls that are very nice when they born. I'm not the nice. I was not the nicest. Maybe someone can translate you, because I'm not accurate with the English in this moment. So really, I can't stand why people are so bad in the context of the artist. I love Stevie Wonder. I know you gave him classes. For me, Stevie was really. I born in the songs of the Keys of Life. I had the LP from my parents. For example, I love Julie Anders and The Sound of Music. I love, why? I I imagine that people would. Am I wrong, said? I imagine Stevie Wonder so nice. Am I wrong? Because really I have my heart broken because I trust in these masters. Now I'm gonna cry, but it's seriously I'm suffering a lot of cancellation, cruelty, and absence of feedback, absence of response, bullying. Uh, I suffered there 16 years, but I I could handle that because I started to sing, to take classes of individual singing on my 33 years. I'm almost 50. So, really, why the singers, female and male, and the masters, because when you are with colleagues, really, they are very, very incredible. I've been there, I paid tickets of all of the best here in Buenos Aires and in other places. Why they are so fucking selfish? Why they are really, I'm so horrorized, how you know how you say that. I was not conscious that I was in an ambient, in a context that was so cruel, so sadic, how you say. Well, you know I'm a psychologist. I can i can i can come back here. I'm a dancer also and a singer, and I used to balance my voice. And I can, now I'm really enjoying of singing, but for me it was a really very, very suffer to sing with a good emission because I suffer a lot of violence, physical violence and all that. And I've, I, I really progressed and I separated that before I start singing. But well, then the techniques really affect my instrument. They made it better, not better. I have the records. You can study. I don't have time because I love to create, but really they made my voice worst. And that it's the techniques, but worst is the persons who administrate the techniques. Here in Buenos Aires, they are really narcissistic people, really narcissistic. I can't realize it right now. After 1 year of cancellation, in the perfect moment when I was starting to enjoy my 16 years specifically of looking for the good balance emission. And i and everybody really treats me so fucking bad, and I'm not sensitive or sensitive like no, 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 no. It's only respect, basic respect. But here they don't have it. They are very competitive in the worst version, that is selfishness. I'm really, really concerned, really, sad about uh, these results of having my voice balance, because the other skills, I had it perfect when I started in 208. I found my balance alone 1 month in Europe last year. And when I came back and I was so happy, and was April 225. I'm in June 226, and everybody canceled me and treat me bad. Bye, said. I hope someone can hear my message. Bye bye.